Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Enter the Gungeon. So I don't recall how we did last episode. I think, you know what? I don't remember, so I'm not gonna try and force myself to remember because it won't happen. But you know what? This would be better for these guys. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't say I'm exactly feeling 100% confident with where I'm at in this game, but I would also not say that I am playing terribly poorly either. You know, I think it's I think we're kind of I think we're starting to enter a transition period where I am starting or beginning to get a little bit better at the game. I think, you know. Again, kind of subjective, if I'm being honest with myself. You know, there's still a lot about this game that I don't remember, or not remember, that I don't know about. And as a result, I am not nearly as informed as maybe even the average Gungeon player. But I do try at the end of the day, and don't I get, some kind of participation trophy for that? No? Oh, these damn millennials and Gen Zers wanting their goddamn participation trophies. Back in my day, we didn't give out participation trophies for shit. You either won or you didn't get anything at all. I don't know what kind of accent that is, but it's supposed to reflect that of like a baby boomer, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a great voice actor. I've been told that my voice is good. You know, it's relatively deep. I've been told that it's suited for radio, which I think is a very nice compliment. And it's not me tooting my own horn. It's to add on to a further point, which is that, I think that, in spite of that, though, I am not too great at altering my voice to fit that of maybe a character or something like that. And my voice is still changing. It's still maturing. I'm not done with that element of my life yet, unfortunately. So, we'll see. I've been told also that, due to my voice, I sound older than I actually am. I remember when, like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I was told that I sounded like I was in my early 20s, and that, to me, that was just absolutely ridiculous because I was far from that. Like I'm and your voice always sounds worse to you than it does to anybody else, I think. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water. Because I've got like mucus built up. So I was very cold earlier, so my nose was running. It's kind of seeping into my throat a little bit, which is gross, yeah. But, I just felt the need to provide that sort of context for you. I'm sure you appreciate it. But, anyway, like your voice always sounds so much worse to you than it does to anybody else. Like even now, I listen to my own voice. You know, I play back recordings a little bit. I'm like, man, you know, I sound kind of, what's the word? I sound, I don't know, not dorky. That's not the right word. I sound, I don't know, childish almost. I don't have a key. I forgot. To be honest, I don't really need to access that. I think childish is the right word. And, you know, sounding that way is something that I really despise. You know, because the last, like, I'm at the stage, you know, in this whole YouTube thing where I want to be, or at least seem, a little bit more professional about it. Even though, you know, I'll still lose my mind over mundane shit, and I don't know, you know, like I want to be more professional about it, yet in spite of that I still wanted to be relatively casual, if that makes any sense. I guess, like, you know, I want to be more professional about it in the sense that I'm more consistent, and you know, I don't commentate like, you know, Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or something like that, because they're obviously commentating for a younger audience, you know, and I don't want to do that. That's what I mean. You know, but I'm worried sometimes that it comes across like that. But at the end of the day, I'm probably worrying myself too much over something that isn't even the case, which happens a lot, you know. Gotta love that sweet, sweet anxiety. It's my favorite thing, honestly. If I'm being honest with you. Hence why I said honestly, you know, that would make sense. Where did he go? There he is. Get him. Alright, he is well on his way to being dead. And we're faring relatively okay. Alright, that was bad, but you know, we're not doing terribly. I think we'll be fine going forward. I did not mean to shoot that. I meant to reload this gun, but it did. Alright, oh, there are keys in here too. I didn't even see those. Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things that I worry about, you know, when I record anything, is that it sounds childish almost, because that's the exact opposite of what I want to go for. You know, if a younger audience wants to watch this content, I have no problem with that. But I don't want to cater to that, you know, which would involve your, like, your typical, I don't know, screaming at every single thing that happens in a game, or using that newfangled slang that all the kids are using. You know, you know, like, my personality isn't even like that to begin with. So it, like, on top of being childish, it would just be disingenuous as well. So I don't know, just gotta be me at the end of the day. And I'm nerdy to some extent, and this is how I like to talk. So as long as I'm being true to myself, that's what matters, right? Sure, I don't know. You know, I mean, I guess being genuine is, you know, kind of important, you know. Really, it's all about, it's really all about getting on that YouTube grind, so that you can, so that eventually I can start making money off of this thing, and, you know, make it worth my time. If it wasn't, obvious, I am being facetious, but I don't know. There, you know, it's there are people that are genuinely like that, though, you know, and you can tell that they you know, that they're in this for the money, you know, and or they continue to do it for the money. And do I fault them entirely for that? No, not necessarily. Is it disingenuous? Yeah, for sure. But, you know, I mean, it isn't always easy to end what you're doing entirely if you don't enjoy doing it anymore, especially if it is your main source of income, which it is for some people. You know, so I get that, you know, and at that stage you're kind of left with the choice: do I take the risk and end this because I don't enjoy doing it anymore, or do I continue doing it and be a little disingenuous as a result, but I have to keep doing it if I want to maintain this source of income until I find something else that I would want to do that would provide me with a stable amount of income. You know, it's at the end of the day, like, I think it boils down to that for some people, and you know, I completely get that. And I think that in that regard, people are unfairly criticized. Like, I understand the criticism, you know, for like getting upset that someone isn't genuine anymore, you know, or somebody doesn't seem like they enjoy what they're doing anymore, you know, because at that point it doesn't feel like the content has any inherent value to it. But I also understand, like, having to continue doing it, at least for a little while, until you can come up with something else that will provide you with a stable amount of income. You know, I don't think I'll ever get sick of doing this, even if even if I don't make any money from it, even if I don't go anywhere with it. I don't think I'll ever get sick of doing this, you know, because for me, there's just a large sense of fulfillment that comes with it. You know, makes me feel important, I guess. No, that's not really true. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something that I enjoy, which I am doing. You know, it is absolutely something that I enjoy doing. But you know, at the same time, it fulfills me, you know, gives me something to do with my free time, and on top of that, it is very enjoyable for me as well. Can't believe I missed that. You know what? I'm going to stop by the shop. I do need some more health. Well, actually, I need ammo more than anything. And you know what? I'm not going to buy that because we still have more rooms to go through. We use the flare gun. Why not? I don't like the flare gun all that much, but I think it works. I don't particularly like the guns we have, except for that assault rifle, but you know, I mean, I'm gonna work with what I have. I don't really have a choice, so. Come on, baby, burn. I thought I was gonna die from that. There we go. BEA beautiful. Oh. There we go. If I could get some ammo, that would be really nice. I would like some ammunition, please. If it would not cause you too much trouble, but even if it would, please. Ooh. I don't know why I felt the need to panic in that situation, but ooh, baby. Copper amulet blanks ignite. You know, that's all right. Who are you? My rescuer. I know you had no choice but to vanquish my fellow Lark to free me. An unfortunate sacrifice, but a necessary one. Come by my shop whenever you see me. There are many things in my stores that you might find helpful. Alright. You know, I don't know if it was a necessary sacrifice. You know, I don't value you any more than I value the other guy. You know? You know what? I think we'll be fine. We should be okay to keep going a little bit. Where's my flare gun? Oh. That's what it is. It's green for some reason. I don't know. Couldn't tell you why. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any ammo for that. For our assault rifle, which... not necessarily problematic, but a little annoying because that was going to be my go-to gun, I think. But we can use the flare gun, I think. You know, not a terrible choice at the end of the day, I don't think. Please stop. Please stop. There's too much going on the screen. I can't pay attention to that. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No. No. Get this guy out of here. There we go. Alright. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Okay, we have a little bit to worry about. Yeah, I dodge rolled right into it. That would kill you, I think. Oh, man. I can't wait for the day. Or actually, you know, I'm not going to say that because it may not come. But I really want to reach the day where these Gungeon episodes are not going to be like 17 or 18 minutes long. And you might say, well, why don't you just record another run in the same episode? It's not what I mean. What I mean is that these runs last longer, so the episodes are inherently longer. That's what I mean. Because, you know, like, I feel like recording multiple runs in the, like, especially ones of this length, like in the same video, it kind of wears me out a little bit, to be honest with you. You know, I like the idea of sticking to one run per video unless... you know, if a run in this is less than 15 minutes long, usually I'll record another one in the same episode because it doesn't feel fair at that point. But, you know, like it wears me out, honestly, to record multiple runs in the same episode. Couldn't tell you why, just it does. And I know that in order for me to feel fresh going into these games that I gotta space things out a little bit. So, you know, I mean, if people want me to change how I approach this, you know, by all means, you guys can let me know, and I will absolutely consider it. But in the meantime, this is how I plan on approaching it for the foreseeable future. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Enter the Gungeon, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends. Let us know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I'll play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. Love you very much. And I'll talk to you later.